design chat. I mean, weather is an important part of Dungeons and Dragons. Some dungeon masters love keeping track of the weather, so that's the thing.
Should we do the news then?
Yeah. So we're gonna do a little industry news update. Isn't that right, Deren?
I guess so. Yeah, Kurt just brought this to my attention. But what is this?
I'm 18 right now. I'm jealous.
18.
So let's read this headline out loud. What's a former Halo exec takes over D&D, said it's moving to a quote-unquote full franchise model. I guess that must have worked well for Halo because everyone's playing Halo nowadays, aren't they? Isn't
and
the game of the moment?
Was it the Halo TV show was like critically panned by people that were and were not a fan of the franchise?
Yeah. Despite there being like a parody that was like gone on to be comedy. I mean, I never really watched it. What, Red versus Blue?
Oh no, but that was a long time ago. Yeah, Red versus Blue. But no, the recent TV show apparently was thoroughly disliked by all.
I hope this guy had something to do with it. So basically they're going to a full franchise model. And what do you think that means, Deren? Now this is relevant because we have our own system, but we also cater to the 5th edition. Upper 5 crowd and so on, and a lot of our viewers and friends and backers play Dungeons & Dragons, so it's relevant. But Ayob, am I saying his name right? The former VP of digital games says that we shifted our structure internally, and D&D moved to a full franchise model, meaning everything, books, video games, film, and TV, everything touching the franchise lives under one roof.
So, I mean, my interpretation of this is that as we know, a few years ago, they tried to grab for more money by screwing over the everyman indie publishers that were working with 5e, trying to take a cut from that, and that didn't go very well. So we know that they're hungry for more money. They know that they have a large cash in their brand name, right? I mean, I kind of get it. If I was D&D, I would probably also think, holy crap, we own D&D. It's one of the biggest nerd franchises in the world. Why aren't we making loads of money? That's what I would think if I was an executive. I think we have this huge property that everyone's heard of. Why isn't it making loads of money? And so that was their first attempt at fixing that, what they would think of as an issue. And I think that following that, I think they came across some happy accidents. I don't know why the D&D movie started, but the D&D movie was a success, right? Did you see it?
I did. I loved it.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good D&D movie. I don't know if it was as financially successful as it needed to be to justify.
Oh, really? I thought lots of people saw it.
Yeah, I loved it.
I don't know.
I think a lot of people saw it, but it was also competing against like Super Mario. So.
I didn't see Super Mario, but yeah, I'm just one person.
Was it D&D? What's the movie called? No Honor Among Thieves?
Yeah, that's it.
Thieves. I thought it was funny. I liked it. But I am curious. And is that the tail end of the pandemic, right? So it made... Maybe. Okay, so the budget was $150 million, and it made $208 million. So here's a Hollywood question for you, Deren.
Yeah.
Is that good enough for a movie?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Anyone in the chat, what do you think? Is that good enough for a movie? Chrissy, is that good enough for a movie? The answer is no. And why is it no?
Because, I don't know. You have to make double?
Yeah, you basically need a 2x your budget for a big budget movie.
Right.
Because marketing is like as much, like 25 to 50 to 100% of whatever the budget was. So the budget doesn't count marketing, right? So from their point of view, it was probably like a wash. Even though it was like above their budget. So I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, this guy comes from a video game background. Like I said, Halo. He spent 11 years at Microsoft, studio head, executive producer at 343 Industries, at Ubisoft as well, Disney. So yeah, I think that following the movie and then more importantly following Baldur's Gate 3, which was huge. Sure. They're probably thinking, we probably should just make our money by making things that aren't tabletop. Like, in my executive mind, I would say, we have this brand, this franchise that's huge, everyone's heard of it. But the tabletop isn't making much money, which is what it is. Sure. The tabletop game is not making much money. We tried to make more money by fleecing our creators. That didn't work.
Sure.
So how else can we make money with this? Or make things that aren't tabletop games, because tabletop games don't make money.
Yeah.
I think is where their head's at.
Yeah.
And so they're just gonna, like it says here, they're gonna make movies, video games, books, licensed products. Yeah, they're gonna go ham.
Well, the thing is that, yeah, they see that these things can make money, but they're missing the key part that they're not the ones that made the things that made money. Right? They didn't make Baldur's Gate.
No.
They didn't make the movie.
No.
And the bigger issue, like the reason why Baldur's Gate was so critical of WotC is the people who could. Oh no, the reason why. What's the name of the studio that made Baldur's Gate 3?
Larian Studios.
The Larian was highly critical of WotC. Mistake me if I'm wrong, of WotC because they did a huge rash of layoffs, and a lot of people they let go are the people who consulted on Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
With Larian, and they were very critical of WotC for that reason.
Yeah.
So from their point of view, they also let go of people who were partially responsible for the success of that game. So it's like,
yeah. If
I mean, I'm not saying that.
Yeah, you're right though. If this means that WotC will be having a bigger hand in movies and video games and books going forward, then it's possible that those video games and books will get worse, right? If the
they had people who were good at doing the thing, and were passionate about the product, and they had that mirror. They would have to hire people who are good at the thing still, but do it at a budget that makes sense. And they're saying that they're gonna pay fair wages, but from what we hear, that's not. I mean, the only team that gets paid well, probably. I don't know.
We wish them luck.
Anyway,
all was it rising tides lift all boats, all that kind of thing. So
sure, yeah. Anyway, good luck. I hope I could play a 3D version of D&D, the first ever D&D VR game, but that's what they said they're making, and a real-time survival game in Forgotten Realms. So, I mean, that's what. Okay, before we move on to the next subject, though, because this is related to the subject, I do have to share my nerd cred.
Sure.
And I don't know if this means I'm just a huge nerd and delusional or prescient, but when I was 11. I wrote a letter to TSR before Wizard of the Coast bought Dungeons and Dragons. A letter trying to convince them to make a episodic television show about Dungeons and Dragons. About their settings. That's something I did when I was 11 years old, and I was drafting a letter about how they should make like a Twilight Zone style anthology series about all of the D&D world.
And you sent it, or you just drafted it?
I might have sent. I don't remember if I. Yeah, I remember writing it, but I don't remember if I sent it.
Oh, that's really.
But
sweet,
I was like about it.
Yeah.
I was like all in on it, and then TSR went bankrupt like half a year later. So.
Okay.
That's what I know.
Right. Next thing. Quick.
We're
gonna do cat cam for a second. Hopefully he doesn't.
Cat cam. Do it.
Oh, there it is. There is King Hadrian.
What up?
Solo Bobo II. Welcome to the family. He's
up,
currently
Bobo?
sleeping with his paw over his head. It's very cute and adorable.
Just get more views.
Get a cat cam. Yeah.
Cam horning your cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like join the stream so you can see Deren's cat grow every week to week.
True.
I think that's attractive.
Okay, so what I wanted. This is a quick thing. Just maybe I should have waited, but we're almost finished with all of the art now, which is really cool. And I was just fiddling with some things I needed to work on, and it was annoying me that all of the artwork was in different folders on my computer. So I took all the artwork and put them in one folder, and then I realized, we could look through them quickly, and that's fun. So we should look through the artwork quickly, because that's fun.
Let's do it. That is fun.
Yeah, so each of these pieces are going to be, we've been through this before, but as a refresher, each of these pieces are going to be 2 artworks in the book that are going to be 1 full page on one side of the book. So this artwork here, the left side is going to represent the Penlevy clans, and then Magic Lifestyle, and the right side is going to represent Penlevy Adventures, which goes into the Game Master section. And so every time you see these artworks, just imagine it's 2 different illustrations put together, basically. And we can just go through them slowly because they look cool. So this is the Penlevy.
This is the Penlevy. Very cool. You got a little caravan on the left side, and then you have like a cairn portal on the right side.
Yeah, it's like some kind of dungeon essentially. Yeah.
With like Ogden style script. Yeah, I'm about it. Wonderful piece. What's the name of this artist?
This is by Martin. Can't remember his last name. We just call him Martin.
We'll say Martin.
Yeah, you just say Martin. Yeah, Martin. A good chap from Spain.
Martin.
Yeah.
Ah.
And then this is the Pendrake piece that actually, I must admit, was recently updated somewhat by Rafa. So this is a combination of Martin and Rafa's work.
Cool.
And shows a Pendrake mountain homestead on the left, and then Pendrake Adventures on the right. Oops, button. Yeah.
Did we establish the guy who's falling? Does he have a rope? Is he?
Yeah, I added a rope. He's not going to die necessarily. He's got something attached to him there that she can hold on to.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't really have a great grip on that though.
No. He's gonna have to turn face. They could have magic, but yeah, it's risky.
Oh no, he has a rope. It's around his waist. I see.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they shouldn't be on that cliffside, man.
It's dangerous. Adventuring's dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and where are you going, guys? I mean, I feel like anyway.
Yeah. And this is
and we
the
got our
Penkawa lands.
Yeah, sure. Got some standing stones in the different distance. We got some raiders in the bottom right. Is that right? Are those raiders?
Yeah, this is a cattle raid.
We got a guy who's literally saying, "Get off my lawn."
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I know his friend's got a sling, which is good. She's got some dogs, but yeah, he said, "Get off my lawn." Yeah, just made that into an emote.
I like it. Hold on, go focus on the guy on the left.
This guy.
No, yeah, and the trio, the guy on the left. Yeah, that guy. I like how he's holding his tool, kind of like how like a guy in the hood would hold his gun like this. He's kind of like
a sling to the side. You mean?
Sling to the side. Yeah, he has like a sling to the side like that.
Yeah.
And he's not even really aiming, right? He's like, all right, I'm gonna get you. That's fine.
That's good. Yeah. And this stuff is heather. We love heather. It's beautiful.
Ooh,
yeah. Cool.
This is interesting too. So there's a lot of like woad painting on the wall, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we don't. I mean, that's possible because we don't. Like if there are like existing ramparts and stuff, that wouldn't have necessarily lasted the test of time.
Nah, yeah, and the paint would have faded hundreds of years ago.
It's kind of like the paint with the how Roman statues are supposedly painted.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, and all gaudy and stuff. So, but now we think they're austere and white. Yeah, good stuff. Is this also Martin?
Yeah.
Are these all?
Yeah.
And we got the Pen Bytheland. We got more raiding on the right side.
Yeah, ambush.
We got
on traders.
We got an ambush on the right. We got some cool tree houses on the left. Have you ever seen a treehouse in real life?
Like a treehouse, as in the modern depiction of a treehouse, like we think of today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one.
Huh? You had a treehouse?
Okay, no. My granddad made us a treehouse, and we helped make it with him in the bottom of his field in Devon. And it was a proper treehouse. Not so much as it had a roof, but it was a platform in a tree with more than one level that we climbed up with planks of wood nailed into the tree and a rope.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a treehouse. Yeah.
If you ever have a picture, I know this is kind of a aside, but if you ever find pictures of it, please share them.
I wish. I don't know if there are pictures of it. It was so far away from the house, and it was before phones, so.
Yeah, there's a theory that treehouses don't exist because no one has photos of actual treehouses.
Probably because phones didn't exist back then.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so that's good to know. Anyway, beautiful treehouses, beautiful brigands.
Yeah. Then we have the Pen of Vunk. I really like this one. He nailed. This is Martin again. He really nailed this scene. I like this scene a lot. With the storytellers around the fire and the islands. This is everything I imagine the Pen of Vunk Isles to be. It's kind of perfect, really.
And the demarcation is really well done. Because it's like they're kind of. I think the only thing is like, who is she waiting for? But that's fine. She's waiting for you.
Yeah,
we're there too.
Yeah,
we're there too. Yeah, good job. Nice color choices. Just dark blues, a bit of orange.
Yeah. And now we're into the other worlds, which we haven't got all the illustrations yet. We're still waiting on 2. These are 2 of the final illustrations we're waiting on. This is Rafa. This is the Ever Stranger's Realm. This is our depiction of a fairy court holding session. And this is a room of treasures that can be found in the other world, which is cool. This is a new one you haven't seen yet. This is Evermother's Realm.
Oh. Evermother's Realm, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up. I like it.
Yeah, we have some.
I like how the little are just kind of having a sexy bath.
Yeah, a sexy bath. Yeah. Sexy bath, sexy dances, and they're exchanging magical fruits or something, I guess.
Oh, this guy has a brohawk.
I know, yeah, and he did it. He did it for this guy as well. Actually, no, he's not a brohawk. He's got something going on. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, he's got a brohawk. Kind of.
That's a little bit different.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah.
It's fine. It's the Fey realms. They could have weird hair.
Yeah. Yeah, they have leafy hair.
Is that a human? Is that guy mortal?
No, that's what. The one in the pool?
In the pool.
Yeah, no, that's he drew it a bit too human, and I told him to kind of fix it. And I think these is meant to be like wood stuff, and his hair's all leaves as well. So, but I mean, some of the Telltale do look like humans, so I think it's fine. He's just got leaf hair.
Yeah, there's a range. There's a range.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine.
Yeah. And this side,
like an anime.
Yeah. Go on, sorry, you're talking.
I don't know. I was just gonna do an anime voice of like, we have to go in the pool right now. Do we have to service the Evermother? At least Gears can come. That's the theme song.
Cool, thank you, Kurt. On the other side, there's this Tricks and Traps by Fey on Mortals. This kind of works, but doesn't quite work. I kind of screwed up here. I asked for his hands and mouth to become flowers, and in hindsight, I should have just said one. I should have just said like just mouth, or just hands. But something weird's happening, and he's got his hand, so it's fine. Obviously, he's been captured, so yeah. Yep. Oops. And then we have the Elder's Realm. Awesome Funk Fight.
This is probably my favorite one, actually. Still, I like this one a lot.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah. Love the you can see the Morgan shadows.
I think the one thing, because I'm on the tail end of this section, and the interesting thing is making the sort of like dimensionality of the Elder's Realm work too is kind of interesting to me, where it's like fully 3-dimensional kind of thing. So I think that's why I like this one too, of like, oh, he's coming from the sky, but it's not really the sky, right? It's like from the ocean that's above you.
Yeah, I think the way this is depicted is that this is kind of dry, and that's water up there, but it still has coral and things. I don't know, it's all weird, and yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it could be spacey wacy.
Oh, thank you, Sophia. It says we have the nicest artwork and good art direction. Cheers.
I agree with that.
And this is back to the beginning. I think this was the first art piece done for the book, really.
Yeah.
History,
and it makes sense because it's part of the history.
Yeah.
Part of the history of the land.
Oh wait, there's one more illustration that's not in that section. There should be. Whoops, where is it?
Is it the book cover?
No. It's the Rexian Fort. This one was the test piece that I gave to Martin as his first illustration to see if he was a fit for the project. And so I gave him just like a simpler piece that I didn't necessarily need. But it's just one page instead of 2 pages. But it is an empress visiting a Rexian Fort in Ibarnum. So. Yeah.
Which one is it?
It's the one that cares.
It's Zoe?
Zoe, yeah.
I'll say Zoe.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
twins. They just parent trap each other.
So then what I wanted to do, which I think is fun, is this is the reason why I showed it through quickly, but it's fun to go through. It's fun to look through just quickly. I don't know. This is something that I do. Maybe it's me, it's my art director brain going off, or the things that I care about. But I like to look through the pieces quickly, just to see how they all look together. Like you can imagine flicking through the book, and you see this, 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 this, and this, and this, and that should give you a feel for what the book's going to look like and what kind of world we're portraying, I guess. I don't know. I do this kind of stuff a lot, where Secrets of the Trade, I sit in front of a folder and I click through the arts and just see if there's enough scope. Like, are all the colours different? Are all the moods different? Are the different things happening? We're showing different places and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think it's all good.
So what you're saying is you're doing, you've applied ASFAN to art direction.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
What is ASFAN, Deren? This is because it's game design. What is ASFAN?
It's a Magic the Gathering design term for as fanned, I think, basically.
ASFAN.
Yeah, and it's the idea is that if you open a booster pack of Magic the Gathering cards and then fan out the cards, as that booster pack of cards is fanned, how many instances are there of different things in that booster pack on average? How many creatures are there? How many lands are there? How many red cards are there? Blue cards are there? That kind of thing.
And it's not a pure number. Is it? It's not like a pure number thing, right?
No, I think
it's
it is.
Like there is a number. So you could attach a number to it, but as important as like the pure statistic is how it feels.
Sure.
Like of the ASFAN, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
So there's like this heuristical this kind of like not pure practical aspect of it, which is and in game design what you're talking about is really good, right? Because you as putting your head in the customer who's fanning through the book, it's still fanning through the book. What's the impression you get?
Yeah.
You can't it'll be too difficult to assign a number of like, okay, this piece has this many bodies and this piece, and you could do that, but it would like be a waste of time. But I like this idea of you applying the ASFAN gut feeling to your
that's fair. You're right. That's a good point, Kurt. I think you're right. That is what I'm doing. Yeah, I like that. Thank you. So what I wanted to show you now quickly was a change that I made to all of the chapters on the GM's guide. There's two small things I want to talk about, at least. I think there might be a third, but I can't remember. The first one is, let's just show you. So this is the Penbythe Clan. This is the player's guide intro section, right? It starts by briefly introducing the Penbythe Clan, and then it tells you all the stuff you need to know to make a Penbythe character, right? And then after that, it talks about Penbythe life, culture, politics, and then all the locations in the Penbythe Clan lands. And that's how the section finishes, right? But in the GM's guide section, we had the location secrets first, and then the rules technically stuff second. And I decided to change it around. And the reason why was because this introduction was like too short for this whole section. And I didn't want to call the chapter Penbythe Secrets, because it's not just about Penbythe Secrets, it's about Penbythe Adventures as well. So I then realized that these intros that I'd written for the adventures is kind of like more broad. So where's the introduction? So the introduction here says, here you will find a variety of secrets related to the pious peoples, verdant places, and turbulent stories of the Penbythe described in the introductory chapter. Reveal these secrets to heroes as they explore Varlin, or even use them as the foundation of adventures or whole campaigns of the Penbythe Clanlands, right? Introduces this section.
Okay.
But this intro up here kind of feels broader. The Penbythe Clanlands are a place of deep wilderness, primal rights, and ancient power. The forests are vast and unknowable, filled with both natural and unnatural threats. Penbythe quests often revolve around defending sacred groves, confronting invasive forces, or navigating the tense balance between civilization and the wild. In addition to the lore quest hooks given later in this chapter, the Penbythe quest table offers general ideas to inspire your Penbythe adventures, while the Penbythe hazard table details the common dangers of the forest. So I'm thinking that the chapter should start here, and then has quest ideas, hazard ideas, villains, the bestiary, and then it has the secrets. Oh no, then it has the adventure site, and then it has the secrets at the end. I could put the adventure site at the end instead, but I think it just fits this section above more. And then we finish on all the lore, because this feels like a list kind of glossary index thing, and it feels weird to put it at the top. Yeah, I don't know, it's only a small thing. I'm sure it doesn't really matter, but what do you think? You're thinking?
I'm saying because that entire sentence cut out for me. So I.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
No, I said that it probably doesn't make that much of a difference, but I feel like this is feels like an index. It's like a list of things, and I feel like the list should be at the end of the chapters. It feels weird to start with a huge list. Do you think that I've made the right choice, or do you think it's kind of indifferent, it doesn't matter, it's just my preference and that's okay? Or do you have objections?
It doesn't. My preference is the other way, which is I like, as a dungeon master, I like lists of facts and getting to know the world kind of thing, especially because it's referencing something earlier. And then the adventure is like a summary of all these things, right? Because that's the meat of the thing. Like, you as a dungeon master get all this information. Now, this is how you do the adventure, kind of thing. That's kind of how I feel about it. But it's pretty. But I don't feel strongly about it either.
Right. Okay.
Like, if you feel that it's better to have it this way, I'm amenable to it. I don't think it's like a deal breaker by any means. But me. But that's just how I feel I would prefer it to be laid out, which is I want to know everything about the land that I can, and then I want to think about how to run an adventure there.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Maybe, I don't know, it's weird. Like, I'm thinking that this is general. This is like pen by stuff in general and gives you a sense of the mood and stuff. Then these lists are specific, and the adventure site is also specific. Like, is it crazy to put the adventure site like at the end? So
and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think it's the adventure site is the most specific thing.
Yeah.
Because that's the bread and butter of what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to say this is how you interact in this space with your playgroup. And for that reason, I think it's more useful if
you're right. Like, it's like a working example. It's like, here's one we made earlier, a working example that you can use, but it's not core to everything here.
Yeah, exactly. Because like the adventure site's still, you want someone to read the adventure site after knowing a bunch of these secrets and the texture of the world and stuff. So, is my feeling. If you disagree, let us know in the chat and on YouTube.
How do I write this? At the end of this chapter, there is the Matt's adventure site. Or I just don't mention it because I'll mention it in like the introductory chapter for this whole section, how these things are structured.
I would just put it at the end and.
Yeah, you don't need to mention that. Yeah. Okay, then I'll probably reorganize the other ones then to fit that. And then the last thing that's actually important is I still don't know what to name these damn chapters, man. I'm pretty sure that the first section of the book is going to be Farlick clans, and these chapters will be Pencower clan, Penbythe clan, Penlevy clan, Pendrag clan, Penavunk clan, because that tells you exactly what's inside it, right? I feel like. But then this chapter, originally we called them secrets, but I'm calling them Pencower adventures, because it's about adventures and it has secrets inside it as well. The secrets lead to adventures. And if I called it Pencower lore, then it sounds like, I don't know, or Pencower guide. I really want to call it the Game Master's Guide to the Pencower, but I think that's too long.
Pencower Legends and Layers.
What was that?
Pencower Legends and Layers.
Oh, Legends and Layers. Right.
Which is kind of what it is. And then it's like a reference nod to, the old Legends and Lore books and Book of Layers from old D&D, which I always like to reference if I can.
Pencower Legends isn't bad, but then...
And Layers.
Layers.
Yeah. Legends and Layers. Think about it.
Yeah. Because then we also need to do the same kind of name for the Anun section, right? It'd be... At the moment it's Realm of the Everchild, but it could be Everchild's Adventures, or Everchild Adventures, or... I don't know. Anyway, sound off, I guess, in the comments and in chat as well. We're like... I don't know why, I find it really difficult to name chapters. Maybe it's hard because you're condensing a whole idea of content into a thing, and you also want it to be enticing and interesting. You want someone to turn the page and go, ooh. But I think Realm of the Everchild has that effect. You turn the page and you go, ooh. But Pencower Adventures doesn't for me. Oh, yeah.
I think the only issue is, if we call the chapter Realm of the Everchild, we kind of use that subtitling. Like, the title should be different from our subtitling when possible. Like, if the title of the page is, or the chapter is Realm of the Everchild, and there's a subtitle somewhere that's like the Everchild's Realm, then it's kind of like a...
Yeah, no, I'm removing that though. Actually, it turns out, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's something I realized when so last week I spent a lot of time. Actually, maybe I can show that to chat. Actually, that's an interesting thing to talk about. So last week I collated everything that is written in the first section of the book to send to my layout artist, Squish, to work on. And that included me, if you see there's a zip file that contains all the artwork of that section. I don't know, actually, that's not going to load here. And then I also wrote a bunch of notes for them. Notes for Squish. What notes did I write for Squish? I wrote art files. This is my organization for the art files, so file numbers. Each art file name begins with a number, for example 1.1. The first digit represents a section of the book, of which there are 6, as we know: Violet Clans, Space Seekers, Violent Adventures, Anun Adventures, Violent Artifacts, Anun Bestiary. And then we're in section 1, so that will have 1, and then the next one represents the chapter within that section. And then I give all the art files a type as well: left side, right side, character, monster partial, map mock, extra. So this is letting Squish know how this artwork is to be used in the chapter, and extra art is art that he can put wherever he wants. And then I detail all these text files and how the layouting structure is for them, what each of our titles represents inside the book, and then I gave an example. I gave notes on each chapter as well. Recognitions of where artwork might go and things. And why, basically, the reason I brought this up is because while I was doing this, I realized that having a title, you can't put a title at the beginning of a chapter. So the moment we've been writing this, we've been putting a title at the beginnings of our chapters, but the opening title is the chapter name. And then if you put a title underneath the chapter, it looks really, really strange, because it's chapter title and then a title underneath it. So I realized that each chapter has to begin without a title. The chapter has to be the title, and then it should have an opening where this won't be here in the end, basically. And then that made me realize that, oh wait, if that's not here, then this needs to be in here as well. But it is, you've written it there. So I had to go back through and edit a bunch of stuff, basically.
I see.
Yeah. Right.
I actually like that as the title of it too. Anun Vedwid, Realm of the whatever. I think that's kind of cool, calling them all the name of the realm. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, but my reason against that is just that at a glance, people won't know what that is. I guess I like that. I kind of like that. If it's the whole thing, I like it being. Yeah, but if you're looking for the Evermother's realm, and then you flick to the content, you're like, God damn it, which one is the Evermother's realm? Is it Anun Vedwid, or is it Anun Kranog, or is it Anun whatever?
Oh, I guess I was suggesting making it the whole thing. Anun Vedwid, Realm of the Evermother, or whatever.
Oh, I see.
Or Everthing.
Yeah, that's a maybe. Yeah.
Like making the whole thing the title. It sounds epic.
Yeah, it does sound epic, but then that doesn't really fit in the space, and it's not going to fit very nice in the index. Chapters have to be short to work in books.
Then that's different. Yeah. If it unless you just term acronyms like Anun Vedwid, Realm of the Everchanger becomes Avrot, and maybe that's not so good. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, the other partial news about this is that I've just finished editing a bunch of sections as well for layout. Although now that we've made that suggestion of changing, I have to change the ordering of some stuff. But yeah, so I'm now actually editing this final pen drag section now that Munibun's just handed in. So this whole section will be finished soon. The Face Seekers I need to edit. The Evalin Secrets, I've now edited everything except the pen drag section as well. So that's almost done, and I'll send that to the layout artist soon as well. So it's all coming together. It's happening.
Yeah, it's becoming a book.
Mm-hmm. All right, should we do a little bit of work on the Court of Shadows and then call it? I think this will be a quick stream because it's so hot.
No, the Court of Shadows is maybe it'll cool us down by being in their cool, the coolness offered by the dark.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, do I have one more thing to show you? Yeah, I'll have one more thing to show you because it's really exciting. I'm excited by it. It's artwork. Where are we going? Here we go. This is... Wait, where is it? Is it in here? Yeah. This is a sketch for artwork from the Ever Father's Realm.
Oh, cool. Very good. This is this Martin or Rafa?
This is Anselmi. He is the artist that's been doing my Face Seeker art. And I asked him to do a landscape piece for me, and he said yes. And yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
The angle is really fun.
Yeah.
This looks like a magic card.
Yeah.
Like the left side looks like Ritual of Dragons, and the right is Storm of Dragons.
You know what's funny actually? Because I was looking at rituals, I actually sent him a load of magic art as references.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. So.
I've just realised the mistake though. I've just realised I've cocked this up. God damn it! Live on stream as well. No. So this side of the artwork is supposed to represent adventures in Avalon. I wanted to show villains doing some kind of summoning dark ritual thing.
Yeah.
And I've just realised now that they're on a floating cliffside and it's definitely not in Avalon. So, not sure what I'm going to do about that.
Why is it not in Avalon?
It's in the other world.
Because the cliffs are weird?
Yeah, there's like floating stones and stuff. This is supposed to be the Everfather's realm. Yeah. So, maybe it's still fine.
You want the...
I think no one's going to notice or care. But go on, yeah, what?
No, you've already said it on stream. Yeah. Everyone's going to be like, I can't believe you broke a symmetry. God.
Yeah, I know.
Now, I was going to offer you a stupid solution and see when you want to take it. You ready for this?
Yes.
Can I read it?
Yes.
You just put a portal around them. You just put like a circle. That's
yeah.
So that they're standing in the Avalon.
Yeah.
But they see the Everfather's domain.
Yeah.
So just put them in a portal.
Just put a giant portal like here. Yeah.
Yeah, just put it right over them, and then we're viewing them, and have the smoke go through the portal. So, and then we're in, our camera is in Anun, looking at this portal opening up that these humans are trying to open to the other world. So,
yeah, I think I did think about that. Like originally, part of the illustration, I think that was part of the idea months ago, and I just forgot when I wrote the brief. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. I'm not sure if I care enough. I don't think it's a big deal if this represents the adventures in Avalon. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm excited for this. This is awesome because I've had this image in my mind for a while now of the Telweth Taig riding the great eagles to fight the drag in the other world.
The dragon.
Like, this is to show, what's happening in the other world. What the wild hunt looks like. Yeah. So.
Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
For etymology, does anyone say dragon on Avalon?
No.
Do the Raxians ever say dragon?
No. They would say like.
So
I think they have this word similar to drag, right? What's the? Latin for dragon? Draco. It's Draconis or Draco something, right?
So they say, oh, okay. So is that
Yeah.
derived from Drake?
Yeah, but I do wonder about that. Is because I have mentioned. I think I have used the word dragon in the books, but purely to explain what a Drake is to the modern reader. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like how I like when talking about the Morgan. I have to describe what the Morgan looked like, and I'm just describing a mermaid because I don't want to say mermaid.
Yeah.
Like it's a human with the upper body of a humanoid.
No, I think it's fine to say mermaid. Or
merfolk.
Yeah.
I guess so. I guess you can say merfolk. For whatever reason, it's less because mermaid's a bad word and more because of how loaded the word is.
Yeah.
In like popular culture, right?
Yeah.
Like it just has this kind of different cachet if you just say mermaid and apply it to everything. It feels different, even though that's what it is.
Yeah. Because I use it for the Alil. I call them dryads. I call them dryadic fae. So sure. you could call the Morgan Merfae. I think that would get it across.
Do you say Merfae?
Yeah, Merfae. Yeah.
Sounds like Murphy.
Well, but like it's not there, so it's fine.
the dropkick Murphys. Yeah, I'm kind of into it. Like the band.
All right, let's do a little bit of work. So we pretended we did some work, and then
We're always pretending to do work, my friend. I know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, Court of Shadows. Let's continue on onward and sideways.
Onwards and sideways. Forever. Okay, so where were we last week in the Court of Shadows?
Hi, Kalek. Hi, Kelek.
Oh yeah, that's where we are. The House of Doom. Yes.
The House of Doom. You could run this Fey house on a Excel spreadsheet or a calculator.
Right. Do you know that? Yes. Yeah. I see. Yeah.
So make sure.
There's games that have Doom inside them. Yeah.
Are there?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm into that.
Okay. All right. The Black Obelisk. So yeah, they reside in the Black Obelisk. What else do we say about these places? The purpose, what the house role is, and then the leader. Right. So house role leader. This one's quite easy. This is like the house that deals with death and shepherding spirits, right? This is the house that shepherds spirits, shepherds souls between worlds. Now, I guess I don't want to go too much into the practicality of this, but I'd imagine that when someone dies, if they're in an ideal circumstance, their soul would go to the otherworldly realm that's supposed to by itself.
Yes.
In other circumstances that are more extreme, dangerous, weird, violent, when there's a lot of death happening at the same time, it's probably easy for souls to get lost. And these guys help souls that get lost go to where they're supposed to go.
Sure.
Yeah.
Violent. After battle, trauma, etc. Though they're not always successful, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But they try to be.
Because that's why ghosts still exist.
Yeah, I like keeping it open because it's just like you can't say this is exactly what happens because it's all weird, spirity, weirdy stuff, and you need enough wiggle room to account for ghosts and other shit. So I think that makes sense to me. And then what is this? Let's see here. What is this person like?
Well, we have some notes on them in the doc. I'll get up now.
They're like an ancient woman of blue-gray face.
Oh yeah, they're the hag, aren't they? They're the winter hag.
Oh, winter hag.
They are. Where are they? Tradition Scottish, Brittonic, possibly pre-Celtic. Portfolio: weather, storms, winter, harvest, Samhain, vales, hoods, mountain rocks, island shifting. We don't need to worry about that. Story: I wrote lots, so that's not very helpful. Uh, appearance: ancient woman of blue-grey face, single eye with far vision. Oh, that's cool. So she only has one eye.
Deren. So she's like an ice hag,
Mhm.
or the cold hag,
Yeah,
or blue hag, or black hag.
let's read them all.
Yeah, I've read a bit of. Yeah, I remember reading. If you'd relate to Black Annis, we did that on stream before
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, she's associated with creation of the landscape with weather, especially storms and winter. She literally means old woman hag. In Scotland, she's known as Beda, Queen of Winter. Although that name was given to her in the 20th century. She's credited with making numerous mountains and large hills, which is said to have formed when she was striding across the land and accidentally dropped rocks from her creel or wicker basket. In other cases, she's said to have built mountains, stepping stones. She carries a hammer for shaping the hills and valleys. Well, I didn't realize she was that much of a terraformer.
Here's what. Oh, she said, I like that. I like Kaliak the Terraformer. She's a.
Yeah, well, it's not the regular role we have suited for her and what we've got going on. But maybe we could try and add it in. I mean, we could. Cairns. Cairns are made of stone.
They sure are,
And are
buddy.
associated with death. So we could have something to do with that. We can.
Sure.
There's a one-eyed giantess with
I'm
white hair and dark blue skin and rust-colored teeth. That's awesome.
Can we? Baroness Kaliak, or Kaliak, the Death Queen. Okay.
Yeah, the
Okay,
blue hag.
so-
That's good.
She's the Blue Hag. She's really good at harmonica.
Why? It's bluegrass? Is that why?
The blues.
Right,
She
okay, yeah.
Sorry, I'm very American in that way.
Rocks. Stones. Cairns. What else do we have here?
The rock.
She
cairns,
herds
woods.
deer. She fights spring. And her staff freezes the ground. That's cool.
She's really like an ice queen.
Yeah, she's a nice queen.
Right.
Yeah.
But ice queen is so like co-opted. Blue hag's fine, or ice hag.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Some stories say that she turns to stone during spring and summer. And then comes back to rule in the winter months.
kind of interesting. So her turning to stone. Why would she turn to stone?
Well, she has affinity for stone.
Is it just like she turns to stone? Yeah, I gotta look at this story too. Does she turn to stone because that's her
Affinity, a shelter.
just her affinity? Like, does she stop working? Obviously, she doesn't have the same duty that she had in real myth, so to speak, as she does in Avalon. So that's also like
It's
thing, like,
it's like a transfer of
does it have
power
that?
between summer and winter goddesses, I think. But we don't have to do that.
Yeah, it
She
sounds
does-
cool though.
Yeah, it is a sound cool. She gathers firewood for winter. Legend has it that if she intends to make the winter last a good while longer, she'll make sure the weather on the 1st of February is bright and sunny. So she can gather plenty of firewood to keep herself warm in the coming months. As a result, people are generally relieved if that day is a day of foul weather, as it means that Kalech is asleep. And therefore winter is almost over, because she'll run out of firewood.
Maybe she's a really lazy Hilvis Tag. or no, or rather, she has to deal with so much tragedy. She tries to escape her responsibilities, so that's why she turns to a while for her mental health. Oh, are you looking at her entry in the Element Encyclopedia?
No, I'm just looking on Wikipedia at the moment.
Oh, okay. I guess I could do that too.
Okay.
It's a source, and this stuff is old. Ooh, the Hag's Head. I see.
Yes, fine. I feel like Wikipedia's outgrown the stigma it had in the early 2000s when we were kids and doing homework and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the sources and citations now are really good. I always check them and they're always pretty legit.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's better than AI.
It's better than what?
Like, it's better than AI.
Oh, AI, yeah, it's better than AI.
Like AI, like scrapes this and then adds a bunch of other shit. And you're like,
AI just tells you what you want to hear off them.
Here. I try not to use it, especially for research.
Yeah, nice and touch. Blah blah blah. Okay. Ben Nevis is a mounting throne. Yeah. Okay, cool. I mean, I'm happy with all that information, really. So she is a one-eyed giantess with white hair, dark blue skin, and rust-colored teeth. She's something to do with rockstones and cairns. So maybe she should live in a giant cairn instead of this black obelisk thing. Do we have a cairn on here yet already? We have the Nest of Bones.
I mean, it could be this house. When I say black obelisk, that could still be a cairn, right?
Yeah, and some of the cairns in Avalon have a stone in them, so this could be like a cairn with a black obelisk at its summit or something.
Yeah, we talked about that last stream where we just have giant obelisk type grave thing, so it's fine.
Okay.
The next year. Successful. I love July Critic. That's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting that Kaliak was used as a literary critic point of view in 18th century poetry. I like that. Pretty fun.
So what's her ambition then? What does she want?
I mean, it can be something, or it shouldn't be something that necessarily upsets the balance of life and death.
Yeah.
I don't want to go that far. Some interesting motivation. Okay, some interesting motivations for this kind of character are things like if they're dealing with death all the time and they're a person that turns to stone and like checks out, maybe they're looking for an heir. They want to just give it up and find a suitable replacement kind of thing because they want to step down.
What, do other things?
And do other things, yeah. Retire, yeah. But that's pretty hard for an immortal being to do, right?
Yeah, it is.
But I always kind of like that story. I always kind of like that. I like that kind of thread when it comes to gods of death. I mean, that's kind of a thing in Mort, right?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
He's like a part-time. He's like an intern for.
Yeah, because death wants to go gallivanting around and learn what it's like to be human and retire and stuff.
Yeah. Like, and I'm not saying we directly use death motivation from Discworld, but it makes sense why he would choose that motivation for death, right? Like when you're a person that deals with death for that long, and you sort of lose yourself.
Can't we tie into the turning to stone thing instead though? Maybe that's something she doesn't want to happen. Like, can't we make her obsessed with death, and if she can find a way to stop that stone thing from happening to her, then that will unbalance everything, and there'll be far too much death, and summer will no longer be a time of life and that kind of thing.
Okay, so you're saying she like really enjoys it, and the only reason why extinction events aren't happening is because she gets overworked and then she turns to stone against her will? Is that
something like that, or there's something about summer turns her into stone?
Thread. And so she's a malevolent entity, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, she's the House of Doom.
Like, she's not something you want
Like-
around too much.
What's your relationship with Everstranger? Then what's the relationship with Everstranger?
Yeah, I don't know. Because that's what I'm wondering as well. Because, like, obviously our Telltale, they're not gods. They don't actually, like, if she couldn't cause winter to occur forever unless she came to Avalon and made it and did some magic, right? But from where she is, I don't think it would happen. I guess what I'm wondering in my inside my head right now is if this is like some kind of death fae. If she wanted more death, what would she do? She couldn't just will more people to die, could she? She would have to scheme or something.
Yeah, she wouldn't.
Maybe if she wants more souls, she would take souls from the other worlds, and that would be bad.
Sure.
But I don't know what her turning to stone had to do with that.
Right. I mean, there. If she's like a you know, macabre death lover, and she's really into her job, and then she kind of has a cool down period.
Yeah.
It could also be something sort of like, it could be something that comes with the job, right? You basically, in this position, get obsessed with death, and you kind of become, blasé about it, you know, and you do a worse job if you don't have time to reset. So it could be like a curse placed by it could be a restriction placed by the Everstranger that she turns to stone. Well, in this role or something. Like, it's a power dampener placed by your boss, kind of thing.
But yeah, so what I'm wondering is, I think that's fine. Is what happens if she doesn't have that power dampener on her? What's the consequence? Like, what can she do that's bad?
So, in one of those stone legends, can they affect the world? When they left, they gave stone to the locals. Yeah, obviously there's legends of her, like, in the real world affecting the weather and shit like that, right?
Yeah, but if she came into Avalon, she could do weather magic. She's like super powerful thing, right? She could have a tempest of blizzard, winter, follow her around. That kind of stuff is possible.
Is it a situation of she turns to stone, or she basically has that cooldown in order to, because like when the spirit dies, right? They don't necessarily have to, like, it's not the DMV. You don't have to process them in 2 weeks. Like, there could be a backlog of souls, but if she gets through all of them, if she gets through all the souls, that could also be bad, right?
Yeah.
And she has nothing to do.
Kind of be simple. Like, maybe we can say that some of the winter storms and the blizzards are her doing, her and her fae, and the Everstranger turns her to stone to calm her down a bit because she's death incarnate or whatever. And if she was not turning to stone, then she'd bring winter to summer, and that would be terrible.
I mean, it is appropriate that the House of Doom would be interested in causing some, like, natural disaster. Right?
Yeah.
Like, maybe that's part of their duties.
Yeah, maybe it's a situation where the Everstranger knows that she has a purpose to serve in the world and is a use. Like, it's important to kill things at winter, right? It's important that winter comes and gets rid of the old and the sick to make way for the new. But that's all she is. That's what she wants to be, and she can't help it. And he knows that having her run amok forever would be bad, right?
But then is this too is this too out of pocket compared to the rules of the other houses?
Yeah.
Who we implied aren't, like, in the world. Like, it might just be too out of pocket.
Yeah.
And if we do that, either we have to be okay with this being an exception, or we go back and think about how other people might affect the world.
Yeah.
I had something like that, but you gave it the veto, which I think was reasonable.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there was someone in the Pencower land
Mhm.
who could kind of like affect like
Affect
positive
the
harvest or
farms and
something.
stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But blessings and curses from the Fae, I mean, obviously they could do that, right?
Yeah.
Um, and in the historical myth, it's not uncommon for Fae to also affect the weather and things like that in the harvest. And
I
so on.
think that if I was going to draw a line, it would be that she can't do it from the other world. She has to come to Avalon.
So she enters the other world in order to fulfill her duty.
Or if it enters Avalon, yeah.
She enters Avalon
Yeah.
in order to fulfill her duty. Okay, that's not a bad, and that sets an interesting precedence, implying what other people can do too.
I still don't like it though, for the same reasons you just mentioned. Like, I think it's too much like she's in control of winter, which is like a really big thing.
Yeah, we have a kind of naturalistic texture to, because like winter existed before the court of the House of Doom,
Yeah.
right? Like winter was a thing, so we have a very
Like, we could make
naturalistic-
her, like, she can bring, like, winter's there, but she can make it worse, right? She can make it blizzards, she can make it ice storms and things.
Sauron.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's also like to what end? To cause more death?
Yeah. Now I'm wondering, like, what the hell did we do for everyone else? I get stuck on this kind of thing. And like, what did we
For which one?
Just everything. Just like, well, what did we even do for any of the other guys?
No, so basically with everyone else, they have their roles, but the roles are kind of centered around their world, with the implication that if they interact with mortals, they kind of have an expertise in that
Right,
space.
yeah.
Right? So they're not necessarily affecting the day-to-day,
Yeah.
but if, Serenus entered Avalon, because he's a party guy who like grows everything, it's implied that he'll be able to do that in the real world and give that kind of blessing. But it's strongly implied. We don't say that he does that all the time, because there's also this kind of texture of the Fae largely just leave Avalon alone and let it do its own thing, and they care about their politics and protecting their interest against the faith denial and also their internal.
So I think we're going to have to divorce this idea of her being a Fae of winter, right? Unless there's winter in the other world. Feels a bit silly.
Yeah, I think having it be okay. Look, if there's a House of Doom and she has to do with soul.
Hey, go on, you do your idea first. Sorry.
I'll say something with prophecy, death prophecy, kind of thing, and keeping track of that in order to sort of like that could be kind of interesting. Like, for example, if she was like the hag that could sort of predict when important mortals or whatever would die, or whether anyone would die, because that's also a property of some of the interactions with the Pen Levy, right? Like that's the secret knowledge of when people might die and things like that, right? Or like if she has some insight to prophecy, turning into stone could be a meditation on that, right? She sometimes turns into stone in order to sort of like be nothingness, and when she comes out of it, she comes out with a bunch of like potential prophecies and of death and doom and stuff. And
then my thought was to tie her closer to the stone idea and Karen's, and make her in charge of like maybe she's in charge of the crossing between worlds and like portals in Karen's and things like that, and the spaces that souls use to get to the other world and that kind of stuff.
But is that true of all souls across all clans and other worlds?
Probably not.
Because that's also a naturalistic thing, right?
Yeah.
Where assigning that role to her gives it a more godly, focused type thing and eliminates the naturalistic aspect of people die and then turn to lumps of spirit and then get reformed into Fae.
Gosh, yeah, we're really stuck.
Well, they were stuck. I think we just have to stay true to the rationality of our world while still being, thing.
All right, I say we move on to something else and then we finish.
Okay, sure, that's fine.
So, and let me write down
yeah.
what we've been saying though. So she was saying she's a winter goddess, but we don't want Tel with Tag controlling the Balin's seasons. So what does she do? Kurt suggests death prophecies, but that isn't really related to the portfolio. Oh, she does have one eye. Let's have one eye. One eye doesn't really help with that, does it? Because it's your third eye. It's supposed to have an extra eye, not less eyes to see into fate and stuff.
No, not necessarily. It could be that she's focused on one thing.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true. I'm thinking something
She's not distracted.
to do with rock, stones, and cans. As she does make stone structures. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna look up something in Encyclopedia.
Yeah, I want to do some more reading on her, really.
Let's see what the old woman of gloominess. Kaleach ni Gurmach, or the old woman of gloominess. The Manx version of the Highland Kaleach. It's called winter and bad weather. So winter, bad weather belong to her. She seems to operate throughout the whole year. She comes out to gather sticks, so she's like a groundhog. Yeah. I mean, that could be a thing too, right? Rather than, because the harvest is so important. Rather than controlling it, maybe she knows how bad it's going to be, and so people pray to her in order to understand, like, get the blessing to know or have insight into how bad or good the future harvest and winter will be. And
yeah, not the harvest, because that's something to do with the Ever Mother. But yeah,
sure.
how bad the winter will be. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, she knows. Yeah, I like that at least, that she knows how poorly the winter's going to be. Yeah.
Yeah, and she kind of plays coy about it, unless someone like really, they really please her with, and maybe maybe part of that is the sacrifices made to her or to the court are things of also having to do with prophecy or something, or you have to communicate with her in a certain way. So.
Yeah, bad and long winter will be. Yeah, I mean that definitely should be. No matter what happens, that should be in there as well. That's good.
Yeah, and then that's slightly different, right? Like, she has to do with winter, but it still fits within her domain, and she's not controlling it, but it's still supernatural and interesting, and yeah, she actually has the gift of prophecy. And I could also see that, the court of the Ever Elder being interested in that, because they're really interested in secrets and stuff. But they don't necessarily have the gift of the gift of prophecy is really rare, maybe.
Yeah.
But she happens to have it. So yeah. Okay, I think that's an idea that we can build upon.
Yeah, 100%. Can we do Don the Dark One quickly and stop there? Is that alright?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, good with me. Can you fill in the text?
Yeah. Dawn the Dark One.
Oh, yeah. I made some references to Dawn in a little bit in some ways, I think.
Yeah.
Some other places.
Yeah, he lives on an island by himself called the House of Dawn. Oh no, it's not by himself, because it's where people of Ireland went when they died. Sailing west into the sunset. Dawn, the Dark One.
Did we not make Don? What did I make? Okay, we have to go back and make sure that I didn't use Don somewhere else.
Okay.
I gotta.
No, I think
give it
I've
up
been
for
on top of that kind of thing.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I think I related it to the Ever Elder's Realm too
Yeah.
before in my head, but it's fine here. But Dawn, for my readings, if I'm not mistaken too, has that hazelnut. That's where the hazelnut
Yes. Yeah, that rings a bell.
connection comes. Because Dawn, I think, was also a name for the color of hazel and brown, and he was known as the Brown King. So there's like these weird like connections between death, wisdom, hazelnut tree, which I think is kind of interesting. And I guess it makes sense that he's in the House of Doom. Let's see. Okay, so Dawn the Dark One.
He's known for his
Why do we
house,
call
which is
him
where
the Dark
spirits go. So
Could it be that he?
the souls of dead go together.
Maybe not all souls, but like certain kind, like maybe certain kind of souls join in, like that are sort of like not certain about their next step, kind of thing, or if they're gonna be reborn or turn into Teleteg, like for souls that are uncertain, it could be a kind of thing.
Yeah, that's interesting.
He's like a sorting hat for unsure souls.
Yeah, my head was going to he like maintains the hall that the Everstranger has, the Everstranger's hall.
He's
but
a janitor.
I like your idea better. Yeah. Yeah.
Don, the dark janitor. Which is important. Cleaning is important.
So it adds a hold. It does feel bad though that he, in the mythologies, he has a house, and we've given the house to a different person.
You can have his own place. You can say the House of Dawn.
Yeah.
That's where he goes.
In the House of Doom,
Whatever.
though. The House of Dawn and the House of Doom.
Yeah, it's fine. He could have his own house. It's not like a literal house.
Yeah. Maybe we should switch it around. Maybe Don should be the one in charge. If he has a house already. The thing is, I like Kalak a lot, and she's Scottish mythology, and the Penlevy are somewhat Scottish and Scots inspired.
I guess the only problem with Dawn is it'd be tied Dawn House of Doom. So it's like Dawn Doom, and that's
and it'll be the House of Dawn. Yeah, it's fine as it is. Yeah. Okay, so he has a hold where, lost. I guess spiritual, like curious spirits. Like I want it to be like interesting, weird spirits that he collects or something, or lost. Yeah. What do you say? It has a hold where curious or lost spirits.
Or unsure spirits, right? Like uncertain spirits.
Yeah.
So sometimes spirits might die, and they're like, "Wait, should I be a fae? But I have unfinished business, but I'm not like suffering.
Yeah.
Should I get reborn?" Kind of thing. And he's sort of like the reference point for people to gather.
He's like the lost and found for spirits.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, that's a thought. Like in the lore, from what I'm reading, he's to go to the House of Dawn in Irish tradition means to die. Pagans saw Dawn as their ancestor and believe that they go to the boat when they die. So he's like a clear point of like gathering for spirits that pass away. And that could be interesting because that's like the last spirit or teletag that a reborn spirit sees or something, and maybe that's.
So wait, are we gonna say he's basically he's limbo?
His hall is like a limbo.
Yeah.
Like a positive limbo, not like a weird. Could be.
Yeah. Here's a hold where uncertain, lost, or lonely spirits gather.
It kind of makes sense because his name is the etymology of his name is a source of dun, right? The color dun, like a bright grayish brown, like a very neutral.
Right. I see what you mean.
Yeah, and it's also wisdom, right? Like the hazelnut reference, this kind of idea of mystical, like sort of one foot in both worlds kind of thing. So I think that kind of works.
I imagine it'd be quite charming as well.
Yeah.
Kind of like in the same way like a vampire's charming.
Yeah, he's like Lestat. Yeah, I kind of like that. That's kind of fun. He's the purgatory god. And that also has to do with prophecy, right? In a way. The House of Doom, like, okay, you're dead. Now we gotta figure out what to do with you because you didn't just, like, become a fae or you didn't just become a ghost. There's something weird about you, so we gotta figure this out and then figure out where to send you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But, and the figuring out part of it, that's like an adventure in itself if you're, like, a dead party. Or proving to him that you deserve to have not died, right? It's like that situation of, how far through Mort are you?
I'm almost at the end.
Okay, so spoiler alert for Mort from Terry Pratchett, The Legend, if you haven't read it yet. Part of the plot is like there's that princess that dies, right?
Yeah.
But she doesn't actually die.
Yeah.
Because like death is on vacation or whatever.
No, it's because Mort saves her. He reaps
Mort
the assassin
her, right?
Instead of the girl because he has a crush on her.
Yeah. So imagine if something like that happened to a spirit. I imagine with all that confusion, it's responsibility of Don's house or Don in his Fae cohort to find those spirits and be like, hey, we got to figure out what the fuck's going on with you.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so I think that's kind of fun, and it vibes with, because there's lots of gods of death, but the sort of hazel, brown, neutral island color reincarnation elements that are associated with him, I think and the gathering element of it too, of his mythology, I think plays into that.
Other thing I thought for Kalak is that not only does she know how long a bad winter will be, but she also can predict when other mass death events will occur. But she doesn't know what they are.
For who? Oh, you mean for
the Blue Hag.
What's her name? For the Blue Hag, yeah. Okay.
So I'm like recontextualizing her thing. She doesn't know how long winter will be. She knows when death is happening, and from that she knows how long winter will be because she can see all the death that's coming. It's not winter that she sees; it's how much death is coming that she can see.
Yeah, and then that helps the courts because she's like the person. She's like the forecaster. She's like the data analyst.
She's the weather forecaster, but for death.
She's the data analyst.
Yeah.
For big data for the Everstranger. She's
knows.
like, look, there's something bad's come in. We got to get ready for this, but I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Oh, it's perfect. Now I really like it. Yeah, it's perfect. We got there, guys. You see that chat? We got there. Anyone's watching this? We got there.
Did you write that down?
I'm writing it down here.
I'm gonna say.
She knows how much death is coming. Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Big data analyst.
No, I like forecaster better. Yeah, death is coming.
Sure. Alright, forecaster.
Yeah, forecaster. She using this, she can predict how long winter will be, but she also
guess at how long.
Knows of other mass death events before they occur, but she does not know the circumstance. She should know what's going to happen. She just knows something's going to happen. She should know exactly what's
also reminds me of
going to happen or where even.
Have you read or watched Watchmen, the Watchmen movie, or read the comic book?
No, I haven't. I wish, but I haven't. No.
Oh, okay. Spoiler alert. Is that okay? Small spoiler.
Yeah, go on.
Well, there's a character who's like a superhero, who's like basically an omniscient character, and he can see into the future and the past. But there's a point in the future he can't see past.
Right.
He just kind of knows there's something hazy happening, and it's an interesting plot point in the book. So I won't say more than that. But read The Watchmen. everybody. That's what I recommend. It's
Yeah.
very good.
Cool. No, yeah, we nailed this now. I'm really happy with this. So she lets her house and Everstranger get ready. Yeah.
Zilphia says, "Darn right, I'm watching." Wait, which part was that for?
I said, yeah.
Sorry.
I said we figured it out. If everyone's watching, this is like how things get made.
Thank you, Zilphia. Thank you, Zilphia. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Let people know that we had come up with our own ideas.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. All right. Should we stop there then? Does anything else want to smack on the dark one? I don't think so. We come up with a secret thing for him.
Yeah, and I have some good ideas about his connections to the Pen Levy already. Like, I feel pretty confident about.
Actually, I guess one thing though is now that we know what Kalek does, what's her secret ambition? Maybe you're right. Maybe she does want to get out of it because it is terrible knowing when everything's going to die all the time.
Stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to be an ambition.
Really...
Maybe it's she sees something coming and she's scared about it and is trying to work to make it not happen or something, or bring it about.
How about this? Yeah, maybe she sees something in the far future that will lead to a lot of death, but she's not sure if it's actually going to come to pass or if there's a way to stop it, kind of thing.
No. She sees a mass death event happening in the future, but she's deliberately not telling anyone about it.
Why?
Because she can't wait.
Oh, she's like excited about it?
Yeah. It's like this huge event happening on the horizon.
Okay, so she's like into it. I guess she doesn't really care if mortals die, right?
No.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, I'm into it.
And then the GM can do whatever they want with it.
Sure. Alright, lay it down.
A massive amount of death in the future, but won't tell anyone about it. Fear it will be... I don't know what to do with that though as a GM though. Like, if she doesn't tell anyone about it and no one knows about it, then I guess that's the nature of a secret though, isn't it? I guess maybe we have to add some wiggle room in here about why she might share this information.
She's waiting to reveal it for leverage. I don't know.
Yeah.
For something.
I'll leave it there for now. Go on.
Or maybe she's not telling anyone about it because she's waiting for the best time for her to talk about it, kind of thing. I don't know. Like, that could be a thing too. Like, it's like valuable information, so she wants to talk about it when it suits her rather than like doing her duty or something.
Yeah.
Potentially.
That makes it more. Yeah, I prefer the other version, but I think it's less. I prefer my original idea as a story character thing, but I don't know. I think it leaves less for a game master to do with it, whereas what you suggested is more interactive. Yeah.
But then it could. Yeah. It gives me more ideas for like what kind of adventures we do.
Yeah, and this obviously just leads to the point where you can make this a quest easily. Should we say what the death event is? We should just call it war. It's probably a war, isn't it? It could be a plague. It doesn't matter. We'll leave it open. Game master.
Like to think it's the spoiler alert for Kurt's headcanon.
Yeah.
When the Valak go over the seas to conquer Ataraxia, and
but that wouldn't be death on the Varlin, though. That'd be death elsewhere.
Okay, then a volcano explodes.
That's it.
That's it. We did it.
Yeah,
we solved it.
All right.
This is actually Italy. It's Pompeii.
Yeah. Let's stop there.
Yep. All right. Thank y'all for joining us and brainstorming with us and thinking about stuff and talking about news and looking at art and commiserating about the weather.
Yes, yeah, sticky.
Which Kaliek should have told us about.
Yeah.
She knows.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sophia. Yeah, thanks for having a blast. We always have a blast because we like talking about things like this and working and seeing you. So we'll be here next Thursday. No interruptions in the schedule next week. Yeah.
Yep. No, it's fine. Yep.
All right. We'll see y'all next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.